Hey guys, it's Mike, the Wrestling Godsmith, and you guys are watching On Wrestling. This video is actually my AEW Dynamite review for today. I gotta say, really solid show. We had a really good opening show with Commander and Chris Jericho. Commander did a lot of aerial offense. Like he did a Meteora, he did a Tope. He basically did a lot of he did a lot of good super kicks to Chris Jericho. But the thing I like about Chris Jericho, like this version of Chris Jericho, I do want to say I like the storyline between him and Don Callis and the JAS, Don Callis family thing. It's kind of like, here's the thing, I think the JAS are starting to split a little bit, because it's kind of you got Daniel Garcia. I don't know what happened to Cool Hand Daddy Magic and Angelo Parker, because I still don't know what happened to those two. And it's because I'm going to talk about a little bit more into it, but I love the match. It was a quick match, but Chris Jericho won. He basically beat him up with 2 power bombs with the power bomb signature he used to have in WWE, but I haven't seen it since the Attitude Era. But I was happy to see him. And what I liked about it is that he's Don Callis is kind of playing on Chris Jericho's his emotions and his his decision on him joining Don Callis, because the joke is you have a guy in John Callis who's been a main event player in the wrestling business, so all the way since WWE to ECW, because when he was the manager for the main event players and the Impact players, and it's you had Chris, you had Just Incredible, you had Lance Storm, you had him, you had Jason, the sexiest man on earth, and sexiest man, you had him, and it's I kind of see what he's trying to do, because he was playing on when he was talking about the faction with his mentor, but I forgot the mentor's name, but I think it's Buddy Wayne. No, not Buddy Wayne. What the heck is it? I remember his name and I just had it. But anyway, his mentor who mentored him and Chris, and they were part of that faction, and they brought each other, and they were the incredible thrill seekers and stuff, which was a good name. I think, you know what, they had something to kind of build on. And this is the thing. He's building on his past, where him and they've been on their friendship for 34 years, and he's been a friend in the wrestling business, and they're trying to build on that. And what I love is that not just Chris is getting affected, it's Sammy, it's Daniel Garcia, it's Hager getting affected by him, it's the Blackpool Combat Club getting affected, it's the Elite getting affected by that, it's everybody playing on everybody's everybody's playing on everybody right now. And what I like about it is, here's the thing. And then we go to Don Callis comes out, he talks to Chris Jericho, he says, Chris, I've been thinking about our friendship for 34 years and making me a little nostalgic. I got some footage, and he shows the footage of them being in the ring together, and they said, his match said on his deathbed, always look out for each other. And I like that he's playing on that emotion. He's been wanting that answer. You know what? He said maybe the first week. He said maybe the last time I've seen it. He said maybe again. He said, I got to think about it. Give me some time. And this is what I like about it, because now there's this big thing where if Chris Jericho does do it, what goes to the JS? And I'm you know what? It's affecting me, because Chris said it 2 weeks ago when they had the tag match against Darby and Sting, is that he's bro, I want you guys to be better without me. I want you guys to reach your potential without me, because you can't be under my wing all the time. And I get that. And then it's when Jake Hager came in and he said, Chris, are you really considering this? And he was no, dude, I'm not really saying yes, I'm not really saying no, but, all that stuff with Buddy Landon, it's it tugged, it's a lot of memories there, it's a lot of personal memories there that I remember. And he was you know what, I saved your life in Abu Dhabi 10 years ago. 4 years ago, I went to AEW. And 1 year, it's 10 years ago, I saved your life in Abu Dhabi. And he said, 1 year ago, I gave up a successful MMA Bellator career for you because you asked me to. And now, 4 years I'm in AEW, and now I don't think, dude, I can give, you can give me 100%, but I can't give you 100%. And he takes off the hat and he gives it back to him. And he feels really sad, because it's now it's playing on the JUS. Now it's playing on the faction. Now that's going to cause a rift between them, because if he says no, everybody's going to be you know what, Chris, Why did you do that? Why did you go this way? What are you trying to prove? What was this other version of Chris Jericho that we're trying to get? And I don't see this other version of Chris Jericho because I've seen Lionheart Chris Jericho. Lionheart Chris Jericho was WCW Chris Jericho going into WWE Chris Jericho because I've seen Y2J Chris Jericho. I've seen Chris Jericho was Y2J. I've seen that version of him. And that's the thing with Chris Jericho. Lionheart Chris Jericho doesn't impress me. Not even like Inner Circle Chris Jericho doesn't impress me. Like Demo God Chris Jericho impresses me a little bit, but it didn't really show Jericho. It's just this other version, and I'm like, where is this other version at? And then we had a fantastic women's match with Sky Blue and Ruby. And the thing about it, I love the match because I love the fact that the ref is actually paying attention to the Outcast. The Outcast tried to get involved. Pretty much, Sky Blue put up a lot of offense against Ruby. She almost won. She did a face buster on her nose. It was a nasty face buster on the apron of the ring. But Ruby beat her with the No Future, and she moves on to the tournament. So I think this point in the story, I really feel like because Ruby and the Outcast are kind of destroying everybody. So I think this is going to be Ruby's year of winning the Owen Hart thing, so they kind of can elevate her a bit. Because if she says, "Oh wait, I actually beat everybody they put in front of me," I'm actually going to the semifinals. I'm actually going to win the whole thing, and that's what I love about the segment we got with Adam Cole talking to Britt Baker, and she's all mad at him, and he's saying, "Babe, I didn't mean to hang up with you. That was Max. That wasn't me. I would never do that." And he's trying to talk to her and Roddy's like, "Are you becoming friends with MJF? Are you guys friends? Or are we seeing, like, do you really like this guy?" He's like, "Nah, man, I'm not really into it." And, and Roddy's feeling like, "You know what, dude? I really don't believe you because we weren't best friends, but I love you like a brother." And that's the thing. I kind of feel like MJF is going to make something out of it, or MJF is going to leave Adam Cole. They lose their chance to get the tag titles, but him and Roddy don't. And Roddy surprises us and wins the Eliminator tournament. He wins the Eliminator tournament, and it's like, we have a shot to win the tournament next week. And I feel like that's going to come into play. And like I said, guys, I feel like that's going to come into play. And everything else. And like I said, I love the fact that Sky Blue is actually becoming more and more righty. I like the fact that Hook and Jungle Boy are still going at each other's throats. I like that Hook is actually chasing Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy is running all the time. And he said, this is a hostile work environment. And the thing is, he's getting into his heel persona, but I really want to see what he's going to be like when he's wrestling. I've seen what he can do as he's talking, and then I really kind of want to see what the Mogul, like, we had a good match with Swerve and Buddy, and Nick Wayne, which I did like. I love that Nick Wayne did show a personal part of us, like Buddy Wayne passing away and getting the heart surgery, and he lost his dad, and he's doing it because he loves wrestling. He got into it when he was 9 years old in his own ring, and I like that Nick Wayne is practicing. I like that he was practicing all the time. Him and Darby are like best friends, bro. And I like they're all he's just trying to fit in, Action Andretti's doing good. You see, and I'm liking Collision because now we got FTR against Bullet Club Gold. They're actually making something out of that. Because I feel like they're gonna elevate everybody. I feel like they're gonna elevate somebody, and the thing is, like, if Adam Cole and MJF becomes something, because MJF is already super over the crowd, even if he's a heel or a face. I like him. I just like what his work can do and his character can do. So, and this is what I'm saying, guys, is that there's gonna be a certain point in time is that it's actually making sense, and and I love now, like, the fifth man. Because now we get to the Don Callis segment with the fifth man. And he says, "I'm going to make an announcement by myself without Kenny." And he makes the announcement. He calls Kenny Omega trash, and he's a punk. And the fifth man comes up, and they beat the crap out of, like, Kenny. And the fifth man comes out for Don Callis. It's Pac. And I'm glad that Pac is back, because now he said, "You know what? A year ago, you broke my nose and you took my championship. Now you got to pay the price." And I like that. I like that feeling of that. Like, I like that Pac is like, "Yo, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to stop you. You took something from me. I'm going to take something from you." And then Mox says, "Do you have any last words for your fellow Canadians after on that smile on your face before we destroy it completely?" And then We get Kota Ibushi, the golden one half of the Golden Lovers. Now we get the Golden Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club against them in Blood and Guts. I can't wait. It's like, bro, I know how physical Pac is gonna get. I know how brutal he can be. I saw that match when he was in WWE with Jeff Hardy in the Hell in a Cell, and he was beating the whole, and he was blinding people, and he was just being a menace. Like, this dude can fight. Pac is not a weapon, a man you want to trifle. Like, this dude is, that's why he's the leader. He was the leader of Dark Triangle. Like, this brother is mean. They're gonna go bloody. They're gonna go like crazy, bloody, excitable. He's gonna kill. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I see somebody go through the wall, or basically the Young Bucks coming up with the thumbtack on the sneakers like they did last time. Because I want to see blood, bro. I want to see somebody bleeding. I want to see Mox bleeding, Takeshita, or Pac. Because Pac is gonna fight. He's an animal when he gets bloody. He's an animal. I've seen him. But anyway, guys, but all in all, AEW was a really fantastic show. I cannot wait to see Collision on Saturday, and I cannot wait to see Rampage on Friday. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.